Darren Aronofsky's newest film just hit theaters. Is this another Oscar bait film or another flop? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Michael and Trevor Show. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Michael.
And on today's episode, we're talking about Darren Aronofsky's newest film, Caught Stealing. So, little plot summary is Hank, a former baseball player, turned bartender in 1998 East Village, New York, agrees to cat sit for his punk neighbor Russ, triggering a violent chase after a hidden key is found. I mean, this was a pretty crazy movie, I must say.
This was a crazy one. And if you do like this video, make sure to sub, comment, leave a like.
Share it. If you don't like it, still like it.
Yeah, still like it. And make sure to follow us on, what do we have? TikTok, Instagram. We might even have a Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever.
Yeah, we'll link all those below. But yeah, let's get into the movie, which we just got out of the theater about an hour ago. Mm-hmm. So this is fresh.
Fresh in our mind. We haven't talked about too much.
Yeah.
But obviously, this is the movie Caught Stealing, directed by Darren Aronofsky. Has a slew of cast members.
Yes.
Everyone from Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Action Bronson, Bad Bunny, Vincent D'Onofrio, Liev Schreiber, Matt Smith. I mean, there's so many people.
We've seen Bad Bunny now in 2 movies in the past. Well, if you've seen Happy Gilmore 2, he was in that.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't want to waste my time with that.
Yeah. But yeah, slew of actors for sure.
And this will be a spoiler review.
Yes.
We're going to start off not spoiling, and I'll put in timestamp when we jump into spoilers, because you can't really talk about the movie without the spoilers.
Right. There's a lot that happens for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
let's just start off talking about what we thought of the movie, not diving in too much, but what we liked and what we didn't like.
Yeah. So this was a fun movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, based off the trailer, you had seen the trailer for the movie, right? I kind of knew a little bit what to expect. It actually did surprise me, though, at a couple different points. Like, it was funny, it was emotional, like some things I didn't expect to happen definitely happened, definitely some surprises throughout. So I had a fun time with it.
Yeah, I had a blast with this movie.
Yeah.
I believe that the trailer, in my opinion, led the viewers to think one thing was going to happen. This is going to go to more of like a crime route. It was still a crime thriller, but there's definitely some more stuff that's going on. I enjoyed it. I kind of got Departed vibes from the Scorsese film, The Departed. So if you like that film, or you like this type of New York crime thrillers, you will love this. I promise you.
Yeah, definitely the inspiration. Definitely there was some inspiration from The Departed.
Definitely.
From Darren Aronofsky here. And I guess the first thing to talk about before spoilers even is just the acting performances. I mean, Austin Butler overwhelmingly was in this movie the most out of any other actor.
Yes.
We'll talk about, I thought maybe Zoe Kravitz was going to have more screen time there, but he did really good in this role. Like, I'm really starting to like him as an actor.
Yes. We thought that his whole Elvis persona was the thing that he's going to be famous for, and people were kind of over that. But he's really a great actor. I know him and Chalamet are kind of, the two hot up-and-coming actors. Yeah. I prefer him all day over Chalamet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timothy.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. Timothy, it's hard for me to, like, actually believe him as a character sometimes. Right. Like him in Dune. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I don't love him in Dune.
Yeah, Dune is not
which funny enough, Austin Butler was in too.
Yeah.
And I actually thought he was better in that. But yeah, he was the standout for sure in this movie. But not to say the other characters weren't great. Like Bad Bunny, I mean, I didn't really know he was an actor. He was like a little bit funny.
He was like funny.
I don't know if he was the best villain, but
the cast was super interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever thought I'd see Action Bronson, Bad Bunny, and Vincent D'Onofrio in a film together? But I mean, all the characters played well together. In my opinion, also New York City is a character in this.
100%.
This takes place pre 9/11, so we do see the Twin Towers in it. It's the 90s. Yeah. Times are different.
That was a cool shot they did of the Twin Towers,
and they definitely did it on purpose.
Yeah,
Darren Aronofsky, I feel like, puts so much thought into his film. Everything was done on purpose. and it really made me feel like I was watching a movie made in the 90s.
It did. It did really, like you said with The Departed. Was that in the 90s?
I think
That
it
was
took
probably
what
in
I think it was early
90s or
2000s.
early
Yeah.
2000s, but still that vibe
Yes,
out
absolutely.
of the movie.
And just the filmmaking, the like grain over the film. I just felt like I was watching an old school movie. I'm not old school, but movie 30, 35 years ago.
Yeah.
So tops to you guys. Good job.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else really to
The
like
music was
the
good.
music was good. Um like
The cinematography I thought was
cinematography was
great.
good, even though it was like action packed. The action wasn't like too crazy. Like there were some like chasing scenes,
Yeah.
like getting chased in a car or like some car accidents. There's some crazy stuff
This
going
is
on.
definitely your typical like crime thriller.
Yeah.
Which I could see some people not loving that because it does have a lot of the same beats as other films like this are, and we can definitely talk about that later in the podcast
Yeah. More of
without
the
spoiling too
spoilers.
much. But this is a movie that I needed to have. I haven't seen a movie like this in a while, so I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah, I feel like a movie like this we haven't seen at least come out in the theaters in a minute. So I enjoyed it. But as Trevor said, like that will be one of the more gripes I have is more of like the cliche, like uh I don't know, I thought the plot it didn't like go deep enough in some parts for me, which maybe you feel differently about, but
Yeah. And you know what? I think are we ready to jump into
yeah,
spoilers
let's
right
just
now?
jump into
Let's
it.
do it. So guys, if you're, have not seen the movie yet, this is your spoiler warning. I'll pop up the little thing right here to let us know we're in spoilers, but we can now talk actually about the movie because that's the whole movie's, it's a whole spoiler.
Yeah. So kind of what I guess what really starts all of it off, just to give a little recap.
So we see Austin Butler working at the bar. Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz walks in.
So that's kind of his
His
girlfriend. They're not like technically putting,
situationship.
yeah, they didn't put a label on it yet, but they're getting ready to. And then, well, obviously that goes to shit a little bit if you've seen the movie.
Yeah. But Hank is assaulted, loses a kidney.
Yeah.
Dude gets beat up by these two little,
Yeah.
I guess they're not little, but little Russian guys.
Yeah. But the whole plot of the movie, like it's basically what like his name he gets caught up in the middle of something that he isn't even involved in and ends up being like the center of it.
Yeah, and then he's smart enough to play around and get the right people in the right spots and have people fight each other, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean he brought
double
that together.
crosses people who double crossed him.
Yeah. Are you talking about like at the end?
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. At the end, yeah, what he did was smart there. For sure.
And also, I know just really random thoughts here.
Yeah.
The movie opens with him or somebody stealing home.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with him. I mean, granted, he was a
No.
baseball player.
That was the whole thing, and it was called Caught Stealing.
So I get it, but he was safe.
Like the guy at home.
And yeah, the guy at home.
Well, that's. I mean, he was
caught stealing means you're out.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a whatever. That's my only one of my gripes.
But that's why they did that, right? Just because it's like
it just
to knock to him. Baseball. He used to play baseball.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were gonna do more with that. I was wondering if they were gonna end up showing his mom, which they did show in like the end at the credits.
Laura Dern.
Yeah.
You have Laura Dern in the movie for 5 seconds. Like
I had a feeling though that was going to happen. That the person I couldn't tell whose voice it was, but I feel like directors do that sometimes. Like they'll just have someone's voice on it the whole time, and then it'll be someone like really famous.
Yeah, which is I'm like, yo, look at this, and it was like literally in the last 2 minutes of the film.
Yeah, no, literally. So I'm trying to think like.
So I know typically with Darren Aronofsky films, they're not just very surface level. They dive deeper into things.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream. I know that's a movie that you've seen and I've seen.
Yeah.
That's a very deep movie, and a lot of his films are pretty depressing.
The Whale.
Mother
was kind of not depressing, but
Mother was uncomfortable.
Yeah, like very uncomfortable.
How do you feel like this compares to those in like the depression level? I mean,
yeah, and I feel like there's like different traumas. Like it's like his trauma was that he was in a fatal car accident, killing his best friend, and he lost his baseball career, which are stories like you hear
Yeah,
like
you
have
do
happened,
hear
and
that.
it's like a traumatic experience, but it definitely doesn't go as deep into it. Besides, kind of going through a couple flashbacks, it doesn't really get too deep into it.
And that's where the runtime of an hour and 47 minutes, I feel like could have been bumped to 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Just giving more of a backstory. I love the movie. I didn't find myself checking my watch at all.
yeah,
I feel like there was a lot that was taken off the cutting room floor to make this more of a less of a niche movie per se. Like, because a lot of this film, like Mother, the Black Swan,
oh, Black Swan, yeah.
what else? The Whale, The Fountain, The Wrestler. Granted, those are all like Oscar push movies, but I just feel like I wish I would have gotten a little bit more out of
Yeah,
this.
this won't be an Oscar nominated movie, I don't
I
think.
could see like adapted screenplay because this is based
Okay.
off of a book. Like, don't get me
Oh, it
wrong,
is.
this is a good movie. This
It
is a
is.
super solid movie, and will definitely be my top 10 of the year,
It
at
definitely
least for
surprised
me.
me. I actually, because I leading up to this, I feel like there wasn't that much hype, and there has been like a lot of press, and I've been seeing
Hmm.
like different YouTube videos of Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz and stuff doing a lot of press. So maybe that's helped a little bit. But I feel like the anticipation for this movie hasn't been. It's kind of we kind of been in a lull for the past like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, and granted, life happened. Like, I have a lot going on. I moved and
Yeah,
everything, so
but for
there
the
just hasn't
blockbusters,
been.
they're really since what was the last one we just watched? I'm trying to think the last
Oh
one.
my gosh, it's been 2 weeks and we can't remember anything.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, it was
Weapons.
Weapons.
Weapons. And that
Weapons
was
was.
actually huge. That wasn't like a blockbuster type movie, but it ended up doing really well.
Mhm.
But now I'm trying to think of where we were even going with that. But basically, yeah, it's a good movie. I think in terms of like, did he based on I mean, he has a lot of good movies that have came out. I think
Mhm.
this is a hit for sure too. I don't think it's
Absolutely.
as good as honestly, I haven't even seen The Whale. I
Which
have
you're missing out on that,
yeah, I've
dude.
seen Requiem for the Requiem for a Dream. You told me to watch that. That is one of like the wildest movies like that has sat with me for like weeks after watching that and still to this day. I don't think this movie quite did that. I don't know if it was trying to do that. It was more like that's the thing with Requiem is like it just built up so
Mhm.
much. Like he had his different trauma, but it didn't really like build up into one like crazy thing at the end, in
And
my
if I
opinion.
feel like a lot of his movies have that build up, like
Yeah.
Black Swan, The Wrestler, but
And I feel like he tried to do that with like I mean, Zoe Kravitz, that was good for him. Like halfway through the movie, just like having her get shot, like that was unexpected. But it didn't really like seem to have. Well, actually, at
I
the end, it kind of came full circle. But
it did, but I feel like it didn't have the stakes that we were hoping for. Like
yeah,
the emotional push that it was like, oh, she died. Okay,
yeah,
we didn't. We
exactly.
saw pieces of her, and like her backstory is, I guess her small backstory of her being a paramedic.
Right.
She basically got Austin Butler healthy again, and then she just dies.
Yeah. Maybe the most emotional connection I felt, which we haven't mentioned yet, is the cat. I when
Dude,
movies always do that with the again,
the
maybe a little
cat
cliche, like
Oscar
the cat
nomination
had like a broken paw, and I'm just like,
from this
oh.
freaking Russian guy, the Russian
Yeah.
mobsters guys.
But that's what directors know to do that. Superman with the dog, like when you mess with the animals, man, it
That's
just
like
does
John
something.
Wick.
Yeah, John Wick.
Come on now.
Yeah, I liked that touch. And then he ends up with the cat, obviously, at the end.
So what works in this film? It's high energy and pretty unpredictable for it being, don't want to say a cliche thriller,
Yeah,
but we've heard the same or felt the same beats
right. Like
before,
the cop that ends up being corrupt and is working with the bad guys.
which
Like
I didn't see that coming. I gotta
to
say.
me though, it like I saw it a little bit coming. I'm like, if they do this, it's like that's like it just didn't like I love when the big reveal happens in movies or like the
Mhm.
shocker thing. That really just didn't like I was just like, oh,
Yeah, and
like
I feel like
she
this didn't have like a shock value to it per se, but
yeah.
not every film needs that.
No, it doesn't. It was entertaining to watch.
Yes. There was also a lot of humor in this for
Mhm.
being a thriller, kind of little darker of a thriller,
Yeah.
which I was okay with. Like, don't get me
I
wrong.
kinda expected that a little bit though. Like the way Austin Butler and her chemistry, even though it's in the writing, them just together, what I've seen, like I could just tell there was gonna be humor. I feel like a lot of movies do that now. Like every single movie, I feel like we talk about how we don't expect
I was
humor.
just thinking, like, Weapons. There's
Yeah.
no way that Weapons should have been as funny as it was.
Yeah.
Like, that movie, I still think, like, I need to rewatch that because I thought it was so funny.
Yeah. Well, it made sense a little bit
Mhm.
because of Barbarian, how that movie
Yeah.
went. But I feel like we do see that theme across a lot of
Yes.
movies we talk about now.
So there's a lot of high energy, pretty funny, and also there's strong performances of
Yeah.
everyone involved.
Everyone did really well.
This,
Yeah.
I could probably see this being nominated for the best ensemble cast. There's not one performance that I was like, I don't care about. Even Action Bronson, who was in the movie for maybe 5-10 minutes, I thought was great. He needs to be in more films. I'm like, dude, it's Action Bronson. Like, that's so cool. And he was great in it. I mean, he's just a character himself. So him just playing it in real life or in a film, I thought was awesome. So we know what we loved about this movie. We know what we liked about this movie. What didn't work for us?
Well, I feel like we kind of touched on that with the like just compared to some of his other movies,
Okay.
just the emotional like
Stakes.
connection, stakes, like depth to it. It just didn't like I love when movies do that. Like that's what makes a movie great in my opinion, and it just didn't do that for me.
Okay.
I don't
And
know, what do you
then
think?
I have seen some people say that there's a little tonal, changes weren't the best. I disagree with that, in my opinion.
Okay.
I thought, the funny parts were funny, the dark plate parts were dark. It didn't feel like anything was off kilter, in my opinion. But the only other really negative thing, I guess, is it's kind of a little cliche parts at some point.
Yeah.
But this was based off of a book,
It was.
so it's not his fault. I mean,
no, it's not his fault.
it was adapted very well from what I believe, at least. So I think it's a really solid movie. Is this the best Darren Aronofsky film I've ever seen? No. Is this a top 5? Yes. Is this a top 10 movie of the year? Yes, in my opinion.
Ooh, top 10 movie of the
Oh,
year.
this is
We've
definitely
seen
in the
some good
top 10.
movies. Um,
And I definitely think I like this a little bit more than you did.
um, you think you like this more
Yes.
than I did? Yeah, I would probably say that too. And it's not even like I keep saying on the I like cliche stuff. Like F1 was kind of cliche,
Oh,
but I
F1
love
was super.
I love that
F1
movie.
was like race cars, but Top Gun.
Yeah.
But it was
But the
fun
emotional,
movie.
like I was connected to that like I loved Brad Pitt's character and relationship with like the sport. So that really did it for me more than even though I loved Austin Butler in this movie. Like I think this might be my favorite performance of his actually. I never
Elvis
saw
really
okay, I
good.
never saw Elvis in my I'm not a good movie reviewer.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay.
Maybe Elvis would have been my favorite. I mean, he's literally been memed for years now for his voice
Yeah.
like being affected by that movie.
I mean, Austin Butler, in my opinion, is one of the new up and coming actors I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
And films like that, he's really diversifying what he's doing, from him being in Dune, Elvis, this movie. I mean, he's been in so many movies recently. I mean, not actually, I will say not a crazy amount, not like Pedro Pascal, which I'm kind of over him.
Yeah.
But
what was he just in something?
He was in Fantastic Four.
Oh no. Austin Butler. What was the last thing
in?
we just saw him with? Because I saw the Bike Riders with him earlier this year. I don't think you
that
saw
was
Bike
2 years
Riders.
ago. Bike Riders was 2 years ago.
No way.
Yeah. It was a year and a half ago.
I thought that was 2025.
Nah, 2024.
Oh my gosh, time's flying.
Time is flying. Whenever you're watching a lot of movies.
Oh yeah, because Bike Riders came out before Dune 2.
Yeah.
Dune 2? Oh my gosh.
Life moves.
Life's
fast.
moving. Yeah, but then I can't think of. I feel like he was just in something.
Yeah, well, if you guys remember what the movie is, let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
here
now
real
it's
quick.
like I gotta figure it out.
But I think, do you have anything else that you want to say? I mean, I really thought this was a great movie from him.
I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was great. Michael thought it was good. Why don't you give me your rating, or give us your rating?
Yeah. So my rating, I'm teetering between two numbers. I'm sure you can guess.
3.5 or 4.
Yeah. Right now, I'm feeling like giving this movie a 3.5. It's more of like a 3.7 to be honest, but I'm going 3.5. I could see this growing on me a little bit with time. It's only been like an hour since we watched it, so 3.5 out of 5.
Giving this movie a 4.5 out of 5, or a 9 on IMDb, whatever. That ever since that guy commented on the video, it's can't remember it now. So thanks, guy. But I thought it was a fun movie. It was a lot of layers to it, but yet, I mean, it wasn't too tangled in the wind that I was confused. Acting was fantastic. Set was great, and then you feel very immersed in the late '90s New York setting.
Yeah.
There's not much. I mean, there's nothing really I wanted. There was explosions. There was deaths. There were cats. I mean, what more do you need? So
I think enough said. I have nothing to add to that. That's a good description of it.
So, guys, thank you for watching our review of Caught Stealing. If you guys liked the video, or even if you didn't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts of this movie below, and make sure you catch us on our social medias: TikTok, YouTube, obviously, Instagram, X. We also do have a Letterboxd as well that you can catch a review on. So,
check that out.
Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. We do have some cool things in the pipeline as well, including maybe a new studio, which will be super cool. So, guys, I'm Trevor.
I'm Michael.
Have a great one. We'll see you at the movies.
Peace.